We'll wait for 1 minute, ma. Let them also join. ఇంకొక 15 minutes ఉంది. I'll explain this. This is very important. Don't forget this. I'm repeating this once again. What is static variable is, what is the difference between static variable and instance variable is, static variable will get memory only once, whereas instance variable will get memory every time the object is created. So here roll number and name are instance variables. Okay, college here also instance variable. If you apply the keyword static, now it's becoming a static variable. So what are static variables are? The static variables will get memory only for once. It's getting memory only for once. But every time an object is created, instance variables are getting the memory blocks. Okay, so here inside we created two instance variables, one static variable, and we defined a constructor. Inside the constructor is initializing the value for roll number and name, and in display method you are displaying the values. And when you come to the main method, you have created the object for S1 and S2. You created the objects for S1 and S2, and what you are doing is, when you created an object, constructor is called, and the values are passed to R and N. You are assigning it to the variables roll number and name. So 101 is assigned to roll number, Sam is assigned to name. So it got a memory block. So when you created an object, every time you create an object, new memory blocks are created for instance variables. So roll number and name got memory blocks. It is storing values 101 and Sam. Next, when I created object S2, again a new memory blocks are created for roll number and name, and now again new values are stored. So every time you are creating an object, every time you are creating the object, what is happening is, every time the instance variables are getting new memory blocks. Okay, so it is storing different values every time. So when you created S1, I have 60 students in my class, I will make 60 objects. So roll number and name, 60 times it will create 60 new memory blocks. They are going to create 60 new memory blocks storing 60 different values, like that. But MREC is a college name. I want to give college name. I will take a variable college like this. I'll take a variable college. So it is no point of giving same name 60 times. It is wastage of memory only. If I am giving MREC, see, when I create S1, 101 Sam MREC, yes, when I create object S2, 102 John MREC, when I create S3, 103 Ram MREC, like this. I'm initializing college, I'm initializing the value MREC for the variable college 60 times, then it is wastage of memory. Every time 60 memory blocks are created for storing MREC, it is wastage of memory. Instead, I can make it as static variable. So once I can initialize, every time I need not initialize. Static variable will get memory only once. Every time new memory block, it is not going to get static variables. Every time new memory block, it is not going to get. So once I initialize like this, so how did I initialize? You observe carefully. Okay, static variables are not linked with the objects. You cannot, they do not belong to the object. They belong to the class itself. Okay, so you should not give S1 dot college is equal to MREC. S1 is an object. So static variables belonging to the class itself. They do not belong to the objects. So that's a very key point. Static variables, static methods, they are accessed through the classes. Okay, make it a point. Static variables, static methods are accessed through the classes only, not through the class objects. Methods are accessed, methods and instance variables are accessed. Okay, instance variables and methods are accessed through the object, but static classes and but static methods and static variables are belonging to the class itself. They should not be accessed through the object. So you should give class name. My class name is student8. Student8 dot college is equal to MREC, like this. Okay, so like this you give. Now you initialize the values. So it remains like that in the memory. It remains, MREC is stored in the memory variable. It is stored in the variable college. So you need not assign it every time you are creating the object. So every time you create an object, instance variables are getting memory, but static variable will get memory only for once. So that value is, you give MREC, it's stored in that. Every time it's not creating any new memory block. So this way you can save the memory. So this is a small example to tell you what is the difference between instance and static variable. So execute this. Can you predict the output? One of you, can you guess the output? One of you can tell me the output. Observe the code. I'll remove this comment. Now it is visible, no? Now you tell me the output. Tell me the output now. Tell me the output, one of you. Static and instance variable difference you should know. Static variables are the variables which will get memory only once, and static variables and static methods are called through the class itself, not through the object. So remember this point. This is very important. Static methods and static variables are accessed through the class itself, not through the objects of the class. So that is the reason here public static void main you have given. Static is given here. Why? Because main method is not called through the object. It is not called through the object. Okay, so that is the reason you are giving in main method static. Static, why did you give? Why? Because main is called without linking with the object. You are not calling through the object. Yeah, tell me now. Can you tell me the output?
Ma'am, 101 Sam MREC.
Okay.
102 John MREC.
Yeah, 102 John MREC. Okay, so that is the output. So here college name, it's always MREC only. You have assigned the value MREC here. That MREC is stored there. So it's printing MREC here. 101 Sam MREC. So hope you understood the difference between static method and static variable. So now why did I tell this is, I want to show you static block. Blank final variable you have seen. Now I want to tell you static blank final variable. What was all this? Now I want to tell you static blank final variable. Blank final variable you have seen. If at all I am giving like this, final int a without initializing. So if I am giving like this, without initializing, I declare a variable. My initialization should be done inside the constructor. I told you this just a while ago. I already said what is final blank variable. Final blank variable means variable which is not initialized here, but it can be initialized inside the constructor. Okay, then it is going to be a blank static blank final variable. What is final variable is, you initialize the value and the value cannot be changed. Is okay, once you initialize the value cannot be changed. Final values cannot be changed. Final keyword. If at all you declared at the time of declaration you are not initializing, and your initializing is done inside a constructor, then this is called as blank final variable. Initialize it inside the constructor like this. Initialize inside the constructor. So what you are doing is, I'll create an object. So constructors are for creating the objects. This is default constructor. Okay, if you are not defining the constructor, automatically compiler will call internally you have some default constructor that gets executed. Here I defined the constructor. So you can see this. Okay, let's print it. We need to print that value A. So you can see the output. This is, we already learned. Today we learned this. When I am declaring a variable and if I am not initializing there, I can initialize inside a constructor. See, inside a constructor, I have initialized a value for A. So that means it is called as blank final variable. A output is 10. So I created an object, constructor is called, A is initialized 10, you are printing, and I cannot modify. As it's a final variable, I can't change the values. It will show you an error. You can't change final values. Once you initialize, it cannot be changed, and it is called as blank final variable. Why? Because I declared and I have not initialized, and my initialization is done inside a constructor. Now I will tell you what is static blank final variable. What is static blank final variable is, your initialization is done inside the static block. Just to tell you that there will be a static block also, I'm giving this example. Not much important. I will not send you I'll not send you this program, but you should be knowing that there is a block called static block also. So for that I am telling this example. So what is a static block is, you can access it, you can access the static blocks again through a class only. It is accessed through the class. Like for example, what's my class name? My class name is bike dot a. Bike dot a. So this is static block. What is static? What is a static final variable is? It's not initialized at declaration, but initialization is done inside the static block. Its initialization is done inside the static block. That is called as static blank final variable. So blank final variable you have seen, initialization is not done at the time of declaration, but inside a constructor you have done initialization. What is static blank final variable is, declaration at the time of declaration you have not initialized, initialization done inside the static block. And how did you access that variable is, and how did you access that variable is, as I just said, you access the variables, static variables and static methods through the class, but not through the object. So this is a class name, bike.a. This is important. Actually, in syllabus, they have not specifically mentioned about a static blank final variable, but you should be knowing that how static variables are accessed, how static methods are accessed, and what is static block. You should be knowing this. So I gave this example to have some awareness about static blank final variables. So what is static blank final variables? You are not initializing at the time of declaration. Initialization can be done inside the static block. Just as how you have initialized inside a constructor, you can initialize inside a static block also. So static keyword like this you use, make a block, inside that you can assign the value. So this is also a valid syntax. Just to tell you about static blank final variable, I gave you this example. Just remember this. So what is static blank final variable is? Static blank final variables are the final variables which are not initialized at the time of declaration, like this. I am not initializing. If I am not initializing there, my initializing is done inside a static block. That is called a static blank final variable. And one more thing you observe here, notice carefully, I did not use object here. I'm using class name. Static variables and static methods are accessed through the class names, not through the objects of the class. So static methods and static variables are belonging to the class, not to the objects. So this is an important thing you have to remember. So this is about static blank final variable. It's completed. So today we have learned about final uses. Tomorrow I will tell about the super keyword. Super uses I will tell. It's very, very important. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss what is super keyword. I'll end the class. You join another class now. Hope you followed this. Tomorrow I'll explain you super uses. Okay. I'm ending the class.